here, and welcome to the Spark Show, where we got comedy, news, and two forgettable digs.
With Sparks.
You've got tiny wrists.
Pike.
Hates French toast and your children.
And you, the committee.
Yo, what up, fucker?
Subscribe now and become a committee member. Let's rock.
That's what I'm talking about.
How's your face, man?
Good. Well, you know that. All my stitches came out.
Yeah, while you're chugging mayonnaise on Friday.
I know. It must have been like the acid, and I don't know what it was. But it feels good. It feels good to have those out. I feel like I don't need to care as much. Not that I was caring much at all about the instructions from the dentist. Probably why the stitches came out so soon.
Yeah, but you know, did it bleed? Did it open it up again, or?
Nah, it seems like we're good. Whatever they tell you, any doctor or dentist or person of authority, if they recommend 2 weeks, it's like 5 days. You know, for real.
No, it's not. Look, that is not sound medical advice. Okay, do not listen to Pike.
They always are way too fucking cautious.
Oh man! So you're saying like how they say after 2 weeks after you get the vaccine, quarantine, play it cool. You're gonna be like, bro, 6 minutes. I'm out. I'm gonna go.
Yes, approximately 6 minutes.
Oh no!
It's at least double though.
Look, we got.
I heard that. Go ahead.
No, please.
I heard you. I was reading that a lot of people are just walking up to these vaccine sites and not even like the end of the day what they have left, just at any point, and they're like not really IDing anyone in Florida anyway. I was reading this on Reddit, so
that sounds like a very
just
Florida technique.
Yeah,
it sounds like a very Florida thing to do. Just walk up,
but well, they assume like you're a medical worker or a teacher or something. They don't ask. So I could. And then I thought, oh, why don't I go? And then I thought, no. Do the moral thing to do. So I won't.
You know who approves of that?
Jesus approves.
Old JC over there. Yeah, bow to that guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Look at Pike being the good moral man. I like this. Shout out to the committee members. We got Jay is here. What's up, Jay? He says, all right, looks like all the unimportant people made it. It was just him when he's commenting that. Donna is here as well. Hello, Donna. Hello there. Hello to you. Shout out to the committee. Thank you for being here. Thanks for listening. It's really exciting. I like this one. I like this one for several reasons. I like the guy we're talking about today. I like that I've kind of made it interactive. I mean, I think I went above and beyond today in terms of, you'll see it, the interactivity here on the show. Now, I don't want to oversell it, but I was just like, what is this? Are we a news organization? Are we a real TV station here? It was pretty incredible. I kind of felt like Steven Spielberg a little bit today on the show, and you'll see why.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to see all the work that you did for our show. It's
very little work. Very, very little work, which just shows you how lazy of a person I really am. Once you see how I'm sitting there bragging about how much this is. What? Are you kidding me?
See.
Donna's here saying that they didn't ask her for proof of eligibility in Vegas either. What is going on?
Yeah, they're just fucking shooting people up. They don't want any issues. They don't want to kick somebody out. Just show up.
Dude,
you did.
My parents got a shot, and they had to like basically it was a fucking background check. It was like
no way.
Oh, a whole form, a questionnaire. They took my parents' driver's license. They wanted like your address. They wanted all this info.
Oh man, was that right away though? I mean, pretty early on in the process.
Last week, dude.
Oh, so recently. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that just must be your liberal state of Ohio.
Yeah, real liberal state of Ohio.
You always hear about how liberal they are.
Oh, yeah. Everyone talks about, oh, man, all these tree hugger Ohioans. Yeah, right. Swing state. It's a swing state. All right. Well, not lately.
I know.
Not lately at all.
Not much swinging going on.
Yeah, not a lot of swinging. Yeah, swinging, but don't talk about it. Look, we got a great show. The guy I'm talking about today is Killer Mike. I don't know if are you a rap fan, Pike?
I am a rap fan. I'm a rapper. Of course, I'm a rap fan.
That's right. I know.
I just spent the weekend with Vanilla Ice. I'm all about it.
That's right, dude. That's right. You're hanging out with Vanilla Ice. You have your own rap parts and songs. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend the MC over here. Non-financial advisor at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. Make sure you give him a follow. I am also not a financial advisor, but I'm on all social media as well at Sparks Radio. Jump on there. Give me a follow. And I'll tell you who's not a financial advisor and who we're talking about today. Killer Mike. We're going to be talking about Killer Mike. He's dropping some knowledge over there on a video that I came across, and I was like, wow. Are Killer Mike and Sparks the same person? Are we basically brothers? Are we related? Are we clones of one another? Because I think we're saying the exact same shit constantly all the time to our friends.
Man. And you look the same.
Identical. I know I look exactly like Killer Mike. I am a spitting image. I have just as much coolness to me, too, bro. Helen.
Mm-hmm. Probably swinging similar meat, I would guess.
No doubt. No doubt. Look, I'm not one to brag.
I know.
But we could all assume.
I went off on this whole thing I just did about how big of a rap guy I am.
Mm-hmm.
Public Enemy?
Yeah. Sure.
That's Killer Mike?
No.
Don't say it. Run DMC.
No. What are you talking about? Those are like 40-year-old rap groups. What are you talking about?
Cypress Hill?
No. Run the Jewels. Run the Jewels.
Okay.
He was like a solo rapper for a while. Then he teamed up with LP, and then they put out Run the Jewels. They got 4 albums out. They're phenomenal. I love me some Run the Jewels. Zach De La Rocha's on a bunch of these songs, which I love because I'm a huge Rage Against the Machine fan. You know, Killer Mike, bro.
I know who Run the Jewels is or are. I just forgot which group he was in.
That's
sorry.
That's fair. That's fair.
I fooled you for a minute there.
I know. I was like, what? I thought you were the rapper with a lot of clout, but you were just joshing. You were just pulling my legs. Out 1.
Fronting.
2. I don't understand what that means, fronting. As a member of the rap community, because as you know, clearly Killer Mike and I are the same people. I'll explain why here in a little bit. But if you're here, you're watching, you're telling a friend, I appreciate it. You make sure you hit the subscribe button. The like button is huge as well. Comment, all that kind of good stuff everyone always talks about on YouTube. It's because it helps. It really does. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Before we can get any farther on this GD show, Pike, how were your poops on Saturday?
Oh.
I forgot to say, let me ask you this. How were your poops on Saturday? Because you drank a bottle of mayonnaise
yes.
on Friday. I just wanted to know what it did to you internally. Like, what happened?
Well, everything was different. Okay, it was not ideal. I remember the smell being like, what the hell happened? And then I had forgotten, you know? It was a nice kind of surprise. Like, what did I eat? And I thought, oh yeah, that's right. A whole fucking bottle of mayonnaise. So, yeah, it was disgusting, dude. It was sticky. It was just miscolored.
Okay, all right. I didn't need to go in depth. I shouldn't have asked that question. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming myself. All right. So it's not a good experience Saturday.
No, not at all. And that was like it was a hot day. We had spent it at SeaWorld outside.
Jeez.
It was very uncomfortable. I love SeaWorld, but I don't like taking the worst shits you've ever had there.
You took them at SeaWorld?
Yeah, I had to. That's something you like to be home for. So thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Before or after Vanilla Life, Vanilla Ice performed at SeaWorld?
Before.
Nice.
I think I got. Yeah. So I was able to relax a little.
That's
for
good.
old Vanilla.
Yeah. You're leaving your own stillborn mud sharks in the toilet there. Your blackfish.
Ick.
Yeah. Someone made the documentary about the toilets at SeaWorld. And it's just like, I walked in and I thought it was some kind of aquatic leakage in the facility, but no, it was just Pike. I thought somebody was smuggling eels out of the giant aquarium, but no.
No.
It was just Pike.
Eels that were in a blender, maybe. It was, but no. Blended eel.
Oh, awful.
I'm finished. Okay. Hey, let me ask you this. Would you rather have to wear the same pair of snakeskin boots for the rest of your life? Can't take them off. You're sleeping with them. Everywhere you go, you got snakeskin boots on.
Oh, God.
Or every person you meet for the rest of your life, you have to start the conversation with yabba dabba doo. And that's what happens when you don't come up with a question before.
Well, I think this might be one of the best. Let me ask you this questions of all time. I'm going to have to go with, it's just when I start the conversation. It's not before every word, every sentence.
Nope, just to start. But every new person, so you like every store clerk, fast food.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in professional settings, how many interviews are going to be over before they start? Because you started with yabba dabba doo.
Yeah. But once I meet them, then they see I'm wearing snakeskin cowboy boots, and that's not going to go over well either. I'm going to go with yabba dabba doo before every conversation.
Oh, man. How much do you hate the interview process? Like every step up the ladder, you're like, all right, getting there, but you're getting more and more nervous because you're going to get to the market
Face to
manager
face.
and you're going to have to, yeah, it's going to be embarrassing.
Yeah, but you can always parlay that into something else. Yabba dabba, do you have a Kleenex? Be like, did I hear a yabba dabba before that? Question? I'm not sure.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, you can do it really fast too. Plus, if you have to do that every single time you meet a new person, it's going to come out with like, yabba dabba, do you know where I can get to the bathroom? No one's even going to pick up on it.
You would get good at it, I suppose.
Yeah.
And sleeping with snakeskin boots, that's where I'd be. I gave up
no
on that
way,
one
dude.
right there. No, you don't get used to that.
You have to give up running or walking fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're straight-legging it everywhere.
Oh, yeah, dude.
No thanks.
I don't even know what snakeskin boots sound like. I hate cowboy boots. I don't like the look. I've never liked them on ladies. I never liked them on dudes. They look like they pinch your toes. They look wholly uncomfortable. It looks like you're walking on wood. It doesn't even look padded or cushioned. It looks uncomfortable. Like bad.
Oh, yeah.
Bad.
And why are we making them out of snakeskin, too?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
What's going on here? Who decided to be like, man, you know what I need on my feet? Snakes. Like, that's a fucking weird thing to say.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, I'll hear commercials, too. For like Colin Cowherd, big sports talk guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he endorses cowboy boots. And I'll listen to him
for
try to
God's
sell me on. He's like, I never thought I'd be a cowboy boots guy, but now look at me now, man. They look good, they feel good, and it improves your quality of life. I'm like, shut up, Colin.
Shut up, Colin.
No,
You're
wait,
taking the money. Give me a break. What a money grab. Ah, gross.
What a loser.
Indoor snakeskin or cowboy boots.
I would say
first
yes.
of all, that man is obsessed with Baker Mayfield, and it pisses me off. Like, it's like to the point where it's like, dude, obviously you hate Baker Mayfield for no fucking reason. Zero reason whatsoever. Two, now that I know you like cowboy boots, every word you've ever said is completely invalid. Like, there's no way. If you want to wear cowboy boots for a look, maybe you're an actor. Maybe you're riding a horse. Maybe you're born in the South. Maybe you live on a ranch. I get the cowboy boots. I don't agree with your opinion, but I get it. But when you're in a goddamn radio studio and you're wearing cowboy boots and you're talking about pro football players, get fucked. I am no longer listening to any word you ever say. I'm out. Look down
How can
at
you
your
take yourself
shoes.
seriously?
Fuck yeah. Get out of here. You want to comment on, yeah, exactly. You want to comment on the NBA and you're wearing cowboy boots? No. Bye. No. Cowboy boots. NBA
You know, he
player.
takes them off. Yeah, every time he has an interview, like in the studio, you know he takes them off. You couldn't be seen wearing those with LeBron James is in studio and you got snakeskin boots on.
Fuck. No
You
way.
might as well retire.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. You think he takes off his boots like he's, boy, what a hard day at work today. And he like takes them off like, gotta put my feet up. Man, I work so hard making fun of things that I have no skills or attributes to compete professionally in. Just commenting on things that I observe. Do my calculations have to be correct? Absolutely not. I'm literally wrong about everything in my entire life, but it makes no difference either way. I still get a paycheck and I can put my feet up because I have to wear these cowboy boots because I'm a shill of a person that I just take any money of an endorser that comes across. Colin
You got
Coward.
him.
Yeah, nailed it.
That's
Suck
him.
on that. And lay off Baker Mayfield. He's my QB, and he sees an alien every once in a while. Who gives a shit? Throw the football. Let's play. He's not beating people. He's not murdering people outside of a strip club. I think we have worse problems in the NFL. I think we're there. Leanne
He
is
doesn't
here.
like him because he's
Hello,
got
Leanne.
an attitude. He's a backwards hat kind of guy.
Oh, for God's, yeah. Now
You
I
don't like those
understand
type.
everything about Colin Coward. I wear cowboy boots and I don't like backwards hats. All right. Fucking, what are you from? It's like his show isn't on every afternoon. His show is on from the 1950s. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, get with it.
I know.
Bigger
And he lives
problem.
in Southern California. What the,
Dude, yeah, they're everywhere, dude. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like Colin Coward now all of a sudden. All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yabba dabba. Do you want to move on?
Yes.
All right. Good.
I'm finished.
All right. Today, we got the news that matters. That's coming on up here. Before I jump into how Killer Mike and myself are the exact same person, I want to say shout out to the newest member of the special committee, Lauren. Lauren signed up. Look at that. Hot damn, Lauren.
What?
Thank you so much. Yeah. Another member of the special committee is in, my friend, Patreon.
Patreon.com/SparksRadio.
You sign up for the special committee, I mail you these stickers. It's $1 a month, the Patreon. You sign up, boom, I send you this guy, the elevated committee member sticker. Pretty dope, right? But that's not all. $3 a month, you move up to Project Pay Him. Look at that. You get the red one, Project Pay Him. I'll explain Project Pay Him. It's up there. Pretty dope. We blow a bunch of cash, even though it's a financial comedy podcast. We blow a bunch of cash, man. It's fun on practical jokes, which is cool. And then $5 a month, boom, you're a member of the special committee, which is where you get all the extra content, my friend. That is, bonus questions for 5 on Friday, exclusive live shows. We do reverse 5 on Friday with the members of the special committee, all kinds of cool stuff. Shout out to Lauren who got in on it. Welcome.
Is that my wife? Or is that a different Lauren?
No, your Lauren spells it very differently
with a
than this
Y.
Lauren. Yeah.
It's Yauryn.
Yeah.
No, never mind. There's a Y in there somewhere. But
This is
she's not paying.
Lauren.
That's the traditional way. All
This
right. Well, I'm
is,
gonna have to.
Jay says, can't wait till Sparks gets a cheesy endorsement that he blasts all over the show. Yeah, I can't wait either, Jay. The only thing is that I'm not going to take endorsements that don't make sense. And if I got it as endorsements, I would say, this one doesn't make sense. I would call it out. And and proceed to immediately lose that endorsement. But that's how I live my life. There's nothing I can't go about it.
I never thought I would be a cowboy boot guy, and I'm still not. But hey, listen, you know, shit kickers boots are available on the internet if you think you might be one.
Hey, don't wear these boots. They're wholly uncomfortable. But if you want to get them to a friend that you kind of secretly hate, knowing that they would be miserable and have to wear those boots when they're around you, that's how I would have to do that. Yeah.
And they're like $200 minimum. They're insane. Cowboy boots are insanely expensive.
Yeah, no, fuck. Get out of here, dude. Yeah. Pike and I both worked for a person that had golden tipped cowboy boots.
Dude, who's doing that?
I can't say, I don't want to say it out loud, but cowboy boots, it was a him, and he wore them, and they were black, but he had golden tipped cowboy boots. Gunner, a guy we both know, always called him golden tips because
golden tips.
Yeah, good old golden tips. Jay says, come on, Pike, your wife listens to you enough. She's not going to watch your show. LOL. This is her break from you. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I know. She loves this podcast.
Yeah. She's like, finally, a breather from that fucking guy. Always around. Look, Killer Mike and I, by the way, shout out to the Patreon special committee members. Thank you so much for doing that. That's huge. And shout out to you, Lauren. Not Pike's wife, but also shout out to Pike's wife, Lauren. Sure. All right. You want to get on with the show here? How Killer Mike and myself are the exact same person.
Okay.
What do I talk about on the show all the time, Pike? What am I bringing up to you constantly?
Lately, it's been cowboy boots. But before that, I don't know. It's a lot of like finance stuff. A lot of like, you know, stock market, doggy coin. Dogecoin.
Now, to be honest, do I sit here and do I sound like a cool guy or do I sound like a lame, nerdy piece of shit?
I would say somewhere in the middle. It depends on who you are. You know, like I think it's cool. I think it's cool you know all that stuff. I am guessing there are people who would want to, you know, pants you and steal your lunch money. Not me.
You know what? They don't say that about Killer Mike, though, do they? No, they don't. I love Run the Jewels. By the way, not a paid endorsement. As you know, we have 0 on the show. But I love Run the Jewels. It's probably one of my favorite rap groups at the moment. I don't think they have a bad song, to be honest. And they always put out their albums for free, let you download them for free. And I know everyone just streams their music now, but I do download them because I'm like, yeah, awesome. Oh, it's just a great group, a great rap group. And so I'm coming across this video of Killer Mike, and I like Killer Mike. He's politically very active. I like where he, not on every issue, but I like that he is politically active. I like how he's politically active in his community and he supports his community. He's from Atlanta, so he usually focuses quite a bit on Atlanta and how to elevate impoverished Atlanteans. I don't know if that's how you say it, but he's pretty focused and pretty outspoken and pretty vocal. And I appreciate that. So I'm coming across this video and all of a sudden he starts talking about money in this quick little clip. I broke it up into 3 clips. Okay. I'm going to play the first one here for you. I'm going to pop it up.
Take your dollar very seriously. So,
okay, here we go. So this is Killer Mike. He's talking to this dude. I think this guy's a comedian. I don't really know, but I took this off this comedian guy's Instagram. So check this out. This is Killer Mike in his barbershop talking to this guy about money. Check it. Here we go.
take your dollar very seriously. So if I make $10, I tell myself I made 5. To any brother with money, first thing is conserve. Don't follow every trend. But you already know that if you done kept some money, you ain't.
All right. So break down what he says there in that quick little, that's only, it's only 11 seconds. So break down what he says in that first clip. He said, first, like lesson number 1, okay? Save as much as you can. This is what I got out of it. Save as much as you can. Obviously, you could probably save some money. Everybody can save some money somewhere. Living paycheck to paycheck absolutely sucks. So Having to pay your phone bill shouldn't feel like you're being extorted every single month. It is an awful feeling where you're like, you get that bill and you're like, God damn. And you have that like wash of anxiety over you where you're like, how the fuck am I going to pay this? This is the worst thing in the entire world. And I feel like Killer Mike in this video is talking about that exactly. In only 11 seconds, I think he dropped a lot of knowledge.
He did. I like the line about, if you make $10, tell yourself it's $5. Easier said than done. But it reminded me, I just heard another rapper, Jay-Z. I heard a quote of his, and it said, if you can't afford to buy it twice, you can't afford it. And I thought, wow, it's kind of the similar thinking.
I love it. It's exactly the thinking. Yeah. That's brilliant. Wow, we should have rapper knowledge. Rapper financial school on here.
Yeah. But get some bad ones in there too, like, the ones that are just clips of their songs saying,
exactly.
You should
Cut
be
the
buying
coke,
drugs and
sell it. Exactly, all that. That's exactly right what he's saying. He says every single time he gets paid $10, he considers it being paid $5. And what does that equate to? That is a savings rate of 50%. So as a guy who's gone through and read a ton of financial books and listened to a ton of financial podcasts, and I read financial blogs, and obviously I'm a nerd about this kind of stuff, I equate that to a 50% savings rate. Like that's how my brain works. So Killer Mike goes, every time I get paid $10, I consider getting paid $5. So this is exactly what I have been saying, setting up an automatic savings rate with your bank or setting up an automatic direct deposit from your paycheck. So if you get direct deposit from your work, I would imagine, not guaranteed, it depends on where you work, whatever, but if you're getting direct deposit, I would imagine in whatever company sets up their payroll, that there is a way you can just take 50% of whatever you make and put it into a separate bank account, preferably a high yield savings bank account. So separate bank account, separate bank from where you bank, because you want to make it a little difficult cash once you separate it off. But if you do that immediately, what you're doing is you're fighting the human psyche. This is what I've been saying, Pike. It's just like, it's like the worst thing in the world is to almost get all your cash in hand because you immediately want to spend it. How many people, Pike, do you think are going to be blowing their stimulus as soon as it hits their bank accounts this week?
All of them, mostly. I mean, and it's understandable. It's like if somebody gives you a bunch of cookies and you're like, all right, well, I'm just going to eat these two. Put these other guys right over here within an arm's length.
Right.
You're going to fucking eat them. You might stare at them for an hour, but you're going to eat them eventually.
That's right.
That's my contribution to the quotes for the show.
I love it. No, you're absolutely right. But if you take your cookies and you stick 3 of them in your car, and when you're laying in bed at night and you have a sweet tooth, you'll be like, I'm not going down in my goddamn car. It's too far. I don't want to. I just don't want to do. If you leave the cookies in a place where you don't normally go, aka a separate high yield savings account, right? Then it makes it a little bit more difficult, and you're fighting the human psyche. So that, to me, in that little 11-second clip of Killer Mike, he's saying you got to change your mindset, right? You got to fight that thought of I got paid $10. No, you got paid $5. And this is so huge when it comes to making money. The point I really want to drive home here is that you set a savings rate and stick to it. And that's hard. I know it's harder to do than to say, but it really is the quickest and fastest way to get extra cash is to just force yourself. It's like you, Pike, like during the week, you force yourself to eat perfectly. Because on the weekend, you're going to blow your diet up, right? You're going to drink beer, you're going to eat whatever you want. But during the week, you focus on just get through this day, right?
Right. And like the easiest way to do that for me, I know, is not having anything available. Like I can look in the cupboards all freaking day. It's like or you can look in your checking account all day to spend it, but if it's not there, you just can't do it, you know. And I'm not going to go. Yeah, that's just what makes it easier for me.
Yeah,
it's still not perfect, but it's definitely like fighting that psyche most of the time,
dude. Most of this is just fighting the human psyche, which we're going to touch on in the next two clips, because we only have 3 clips here. Ryan is here. He says, well, I don't think I'll get this round, but the wife will and is going straight to a Roth IRA. That's amazing. He's talking about the stimulus money. He's going to put it right into a Roth IRA. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. You're just taking that money, you're directly investing it. I'm telling you, brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. We have, it's easier to save money. This is from Jay. It's easier to save money when you have lots of extra money. Absolutely. In my opinion, there is a level of poverty that people have where it's like, dude, I can't, because I am just strapped. And everybody's situation is a little bit different. If you're making 10, 12, 13 to 20 some grand a year below the poverty level, and it's going to be very hard to save any money. However, it depends on how bad you want it. And I don't want to sound like crass or like uncaring, because again, everyone's situation is different. But if you're like a single person and you're only making $23,000 a year, $25,000 a year, you can do shit to still save money. You can get roommates. You can get 5 roommates. You can just live in a situation that is uncomfortable for a year so you can live comfortably for 10, if that makes any sense. It's like, and when you're young, everything is easier. The older you get, the more complicated things become, the more difficult your living situation will become if you get married or you have kids and blah, blah, blah. And parents start getting older and you got to take care of them. It just starts getting very difficult. So my advice is always...
Well, how easy was it to have 5 roommates in college? Imagine trying to find 5 roommates as a 45-year-old.
No,
I mean,
dude, yeah.
Not even realistic.
If you got 5 roommates and you're 45 years old, then everybody in there did something that fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, everybody in there, it didn't go according to plan. Not saying that that's a bad... Again, if you're 45 years old and you get some roommates, so you don't have to have roommates anymore by the time you're 50, I'm there. That's exactly what I would do. I would absolutely do that, because I'm like, look, something didn't go according to plan. I got to get my shit together and get out of here. And that's why I'm living, right? And that's what I would be doing. So I completely agree with you, Pike. Yeah. All right. So let's move on here to, let me make sure I touched on everything here. Oh, real quick. My savings rate, Killer Mike's savings rate of 50% is incredibly difficult. I'm not expecting everyone to get a 50% savings rate. When I had a job, I don't anymore, but when I had a job, my savings rate was between 30 and 50% of my check every single month, which is very aggressive. Wow. It's very hard. Now, some people go up to 70%. And again, it all exactly. It depends on how much money you're making, and also depends on your personal situation, your living expenses. But some people, they'll eat nothing but rice and beans for a month. They'll sell their car. They'll take the bus to work. And they're still making $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 a year, but they're not increasing their like living expenses. They're not increasing their lifestyle. They're living in that poverty, right? Lifestyle, while making more money every single year. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to retire faster. They're going to save a lot more money, so much faster than you are. Because normally when people get a paycheck or a bonus or some kind of stimulus money, that's gravy. And they're going to go and spend that. That's what they want. That's what the U.S. government wants. They want to kind of stimulate this economy. Well, if you're thinking about what's best for you, then don't worry about all that, oh man, I got to get a new car. Well, why? Because I got a bonus or I got a raise at work. Well, dude, keep your shit car. It's working fine. Put that money towards buying a house or put it into an investment, that kind of thing. That's how you got to think.
Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard though.
It's stupid
it is so hard.
Stupid hard, which we'll talk about here in clip number 2. Here's clip number 2 of Killer Mike. Here we go.
And look at every long way of compounding money that you can before you start jugging at the small ways or the quick flip ways.
Yeah, that's killing us.
But think about the things that made your grandparents comfortable. If you had grandparents like mine, they owned a house, they had one rental property.
All right, so there you go. Killer Mike is talking about a couple things here in this next clip. So I always think he says, take a look at making money the long way. And I think what he means by that is don't focus on short, get rich quick schemes. So a lot of people are like, oh man, I can just take this and I can flip this. I can just flip this money and I can make some cash here pretty quick. You go to, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I immediately think of selling drugs. You know what I mean? Oh, if I can take this and I can cut it and then I can just sell it for a lot more money, I can flip that cash. You know what I mean? But a lot of people do it with, it's called like retail arbitrage, where they'll look up the price of something on Amazon. It's selling for $10. They go into Target. It's on sale at Target for $7. They'll buy it for $7. They'll sell it on Amazon for $3 or for $10, and they'll make $3. So that's like a quick way to flip shit, right? People do this all the time. That is not a good way to think about generating wealth. When you're constantly thinking about, hey man, I'm sitting here and I want to get more money so I can become more comfortable in life. Essentially what you're doing is you're creating another job for yourself. You're not becoming more comfortable. You're just working more, which is fine for a while, but you want to get something that's sustaining, that will always bring in revenue, that'll always generate stuff. So invest in the long term. This is the best. You got to think long play here. Don't think short term, get rich quick schemes. Those only usually make one person rich. And it's the person selling you the shit that you need to buy to get rich quick. You know what I mean? There's one person getting rich off of getting rich quick schemes, and he's a goddamn schemer. And you're the one being schemed, So don't focus on that. I like how he says here that his grandparents were pretty financially savvy, that they had a rental property at one point. This is what I'm talking about. This is amazing investing, because this will make you money year after year after year after year after year after year. I mean, think about a rental property, something that I am particularly interested in, because
you have one right now.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil it.
It's okay. No, I'm gonna do a whole episode on it. But yeah, we bought a rental property. I'm now after I get done with this show, I'm gonna head on over to the rental property. I got to replace the faucet. I got to put in a garbage disposal, and I'm talking to different contractors to get it ready for rent. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna go once we get it rented and get a tenant in there. I go through the motions. Then we're gonna do an episode, probably even more than an episode. We'll probably do like a special week or something on investment properties, because I know a lot of people are interested in doing it. I'll tell you how I did it, what my methodology is, going forward on it. But it is an income stream that I and my wife can have for the next 30 years. That was the goal.
Right.
Constant cash, passive income, just money coming in. Minimal amount of work on my part. Did the work up front. How did I do the work up front? I had a savings rate of 30 to 50%. I had a goal in mind. For years, I was saving for a rental property. And I figured now would be a perfect time to pull the trigger on it. And
wow.
And that's what we did. So I'll go over my methodology. I'll go over everything. We'll talk about that on the show in depth. But Killer Mike, in my opinion, is 100% right here. Think about making money for the long term. Especially, I really want to hit this. I want to do a whole episode on this. This is compound interest. You know compound interest, Pike?
Well, I know what interest is, and I've heard compound interest. Why don't you just refresh the audience? Maybe some of them don't know. I obviously do.
All right, so compound interest. I'll just do it in a super simple example. This is what it is. This is making money for the long term. This is a brilliant, an amazing way. And once I tell you about this, I hope you take full advantage of it, because Warren Buffett, Pike, and this is a butchered quote, but he said compound interest is one of the I think he called it the eighth wonder of the world. He goes,
Oh,
"This is
aggressive.
the
Okay.
eighth wonder of the world is compound interest. This is Warren Buffett. It is an amazing thing. So you got, like, let's just say a bank account. Normal bank accounts, you get shitty interest rates. You get a high yield savings account, right? Your money sitting in that savings account is now making money, right? They're paying you interest on your money. Well, you take that interest you just earned, you put it back in your bank account. Now you have more money in your bank account, which means it's making more interest. Well, now it's being paid. Now the interest is making more. You get more interest payment. Well, you put that back in your savings account. Now your savings account has gone up even more, which means you're making more interest. And now it's just like this perpetual motion machine. It's like this little flywheel that starts spinning faster and faster and faster.
I
Right?
can see it. I love it.
Yeah, dude. So, once you have enough money, doesn't have to be in a savings account because, again, those interest rates suck. But once you have enough money saved up, like the market, you have it in stocks, dude, you can live off of just the interest. And the amount of money you have in there will just create the same amount of interest every single year, and you're just skimming off the top interest. And then the interest grows, and you skim off the top interest, and the interest grows. Dude, you can live off the interest for the rest of your life if you have enough cash. This is generational wealth. This is like Bruce Wayne kind of money. This is what he has. This is why you have trust fund babies. This is why you have people that never have to work a day in their life and you don't understand. This is how you become like American royalty. This is fucking Paris Hilton. It's just, she doesn't have to do anything. Interest grows. She takes this. Here you go, honey. Here's your monthly income. Bloop. Guess what? By the time next month happens, she's made interest. It's amazing. It's incredible. Compound interest is really amazing. And if you're thinking you're too old or it's too late for this kind of stuff, there's a saying, it's the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So just fucking do it. Just start going. I don't care how old you are. You're talking about generational wealth. You want to make your kids wealthy, your grandkids wealthy. It's because you planted the seed.
Care about them.
You planted the seed immediately. Because you don't have kids yet. Once you do, you'll get it.
I might. Yeah, I may begin to care. We'll see. But as of now.
Oh. Okay.
No, it does. Just a possibility.
Planting his own seeds.
Stop now.
All right, here we go. Last one. Last clip. Here we go, Killer Mike.
All right.
Let's see what we got here.
And instead of thinking that you have to use all your money for you, look at yourself as the cornerstone and the foundation of something for next. Like, I gotta have something to leave for my children and my grandchildren. I think if we change our mentality, we already know what to do. You know how to save money when you want the J's.
Exactly.
You knew how to save money when you wanted the first chain. You know how to save money when you wanted the first car. The same mentality and discipline it took to get that bag, it's gonna take to grow that bag.
Love it. I mean, absolutely. She talks like me too. I am that cool,
Yeah.
Pike. I talk about getting bags all the time on this show. I mean, we are the same person, Pike.
Dude, that's that's inspiring.
Thank
Not
you.
what he's saying, not your stuff.
Oh,
He has a way about him. He knows how to engage me.
I'm
Another
engaging you.
kick.
I am totally engaging on the show. I'm talking about getting bags. I'm talking about, changing your mindset. Actually, Killer Mike, again, completely right here, in my opinion. This is Killer Mike. Essentially, what I picked up from this is talking about changing his mindset. Most podcasts and books and speakers and all these blogs and all that kind of stuff, they talk about like the ones and zeros of financial planning, which is good. It's very helpful. But in this segment right now, Killer Mike is talking about the psychology behind saving money. He's saying essentially like, look, you've been programmed to spend money. Society is telling you to spend your cash. You know how to save money for those new J's. You know how to save money for a PlayStation 5. You know how to do this because you'll want it. So, it's like ingrained in your being. It's telling you that this is like, God damn, you gotta you're not cool unless you have a PS5. You're not cool unless you want or whatever, which is fine. If you want it, I'm not saying not to buy it. I'm just saying you know how to budget for it. You know how to say, dude, no, I can't go to the movies this weekend because I'm saving for a PS5. That's what he's talking about. It's the psychology. And all you got to do is, I say it like it's easy. All you got to do is change your psychology. But it's the hardest thing, fighting that human nature, changing that mindset. The way I do it is money is a tool. That's how I do it. Money is a
tool, like a hammer and saw?
Yeah, like a hammer and saw, Pike.
Okay.
Jay is saying here, I predict a lot of PS5s are going to sell this week. LOL. Dude, I can't even get my hands on one. Still can't find
what do you
one.
want a PS5 for?
I would love a PS5. You kidding me? I'm still looking for one, but I have no time to play it. But anyway, look, money is a tool, like your hammer and nail, Pike. But I know you don't know how to use a hammer and nail because you've said that before on the show.
What the fuck? I don't know how to use a hammer and nail.
You said you've never even really nailed things.
Well, I've been nailing things for some time. I don't know what you're talking about. I can hammer a nail in the wall. In fact, see these things hung around me? No, you probably can't. Well, trust that there are several things hung up.
I believe you.
I did that.
I'm waiting for that guitar behind you to fall at any second.
Oh, that was not even nails. That was a screw gun or drill or whatever the fuck it's called. You know?
A screw gun and a drill are two totally different things, Pike. They're two totally separate things. I think he closed out. Did you just close out of the show? Oh, Pike literally.
I'm finished.
Pike literally just said, I'm finished and walked out of the show. Oh, God. He'll pop back in here in a second. I don't know what happened to him. But what I was saying is money is a tool. That's how you got to think of it. Money is a tool. It's not this thing that you automatically have to spend. You need to think, how do I get money to do things for me that I want to see done? So it's like, I don't know, whatever you want it to do. That's how you got to think. So like start there at what you want to achieve money to do, and then start allocating dollars to that goal. That's all you got to do. That's how I think about cash. Not as soon as I get it, I go, ooh, money. It's awesome because I have some. Let's go blow it on things. I used to think that way. Then I had to force myself to change that mindset. And the quicker you can do that, change your mindset, the quicker you can, if you want to make change societally, you can do that. You can make a personal change in your life. Maybe you have kids, you want them to go to college or at least have the option to, and you can start saving for that. Once you think of what you want the money to do, then you can start allocating to said goal. So it makes it a lot easier to have that in mind. Are you back, Pike?
Well, yeah, my computer just said there was a problem and it had to restart, which is concerning because it's an almost brand new MacBook Pro. Yeah. So
it probably detected lies that you were saying, that you know how to hang things on the wall, and that you're really good with your hands. You know, it probably can detect.
That's probably what it was, Spark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. But anyway, what kind of shit were you saying while I was gone?
My computer didn't shut down, so it was all truth. Mine was all just straight gold, man. It was really great.
I'm sure.
They have Jay says Pike's guitar fell off and he didn't want you to see.
I had to go quick. Had to get the old screw gun and put it back in quick.
Go get the screw gun. Screw guns are a thing, but not a drill. Look, basically changing your mindset. That's what I was talking about. You know, I don't know, dude. It's like, it's so funny to me when I see people tell me if you're like this, Spike, but it's like these people who are like, they've got a brand new PS5 or a new car, but they can't pay their phone bill that month. Like, that to me is so funny, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it exists so much.
I know.
So much.
Are you like that or no?
No. Well, I mean, like, listen, I like nice things. Like it's not for show, but I just like, if I'm gonna get a computer, I want to get a nice Mac, or if I want, I don't know, like new headphones. Like, well, I'll just get the $150 ones, not the $75 ones. Like just little shit like that. Like I tend to like lean. I don't want to say bougie because it's not like fucking bougie, but at the same time, I don't want a new car. I want to drive the same car I paid off 4 years ago. I don't need to live somewhere super expensive, or I guess little things here and there. I'm that way. But
Dude,
at the same time,
brilliant. I think that's absolutely brilliant.
Okay. Like I can pay my phone bill and I can pay the electric bill. Like, so that, no, not that way.
See, I think you're absolutely right. I think, dude, I don't see any problem with dropping cash. And I keep bringing up PS5, but if you love PS5 and you play it every day, dude, I have no problem with people dropping PS5 cash down on the PS5. What is on my eyebrow right now? No problem. It's like glue. There's like glue on my eyebrow.
Gaba cum, maybe. Okay. Zoom in on that.
What is that?
Here, let me investigate.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's a Gaba cum, all right.
I don't know what it was. You know what I think? Keep eating all these granola bars, and I think it's the glue residue from this granola bar.
Yeah, right. Okay. I logged off for 30 seconds and it just had to make a mess of it. I'm finished.
Right, I turn around and I'm like, oh, geez. Oh, boy. My eyebrow. I had to pay for that PS5 somehow. Recording for my OnlyFans. No, I just think it's really funny. It's like, dude, get your priorities in order. Get your priorities in order. How are you broke when you can drive this super nice car, but you're broke? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Get your shit together.
The car is the easiest way to like lop off your monthly, bills, basically.
Yeah.
Because, people with these brand new nice leases, it's like $400 or $500 a month. Imagine paying $0.
Imagine having an extra $500 to $600 a month. Oh my God. You kidding me?
Yeah.
That could be life-changing for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm right there with you. Or they're in debt and they owe 40 grand on their car. I've never been like, dude, I get it. Again, I love cars. I love looking at them. I love talking about them. I love driving them. I love cars and it kills me. But at the same time, I'm such a cheap ass. That part of me is so much bigger than my love of cars that I'm like point A to point B, bro. I'm just you and the Ferrari and me and my 2008 Prius. I am getting to the same point. Speed limits exist. We're all right there. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Unless you have so much money that your accountant's like, dude, you got to piss away like 300 grand right now. The Ferrari dealership's right there, but you got to go spend it.
I heard a car salesman in town. He said that his finance guy said, you got to take off some of this tax burden. And so he's going to pass the savings on to us.
No,
like
that's
just
nice.
This month. That's what he said. So thinking about going down there to see if I can.
He sounds like he isn't looking for anything. He doesn't sound like he's trying to sell you something at all. He's trying to like help you. That's what it sounds like.
Doing us a favor because, well, he's got to fucking do it. He's got to get rid of some of this inventory.
That's right.
So he's gonna give you like the cheap, I guess, like the best deal as far as trade-ins go. So
what a great dude. What a great dude. He seemed nice. That's it for my comparative seminar on me and Killer Mike. Dude, what do you think? Are we the same people?
Another stacked seminar, and I gotta say the comparisons between you and Killer Mike seem to be endless. But
we're the
equally
same
savvy and wealthy, cool.
Same mindset. I just want
different haircuts.
In all honesty, I just want to become best friends with Killer Mike. That's it. I want to go to his barbershop and get a haircut and talk finances.
I want that for you.
Thank you. You want to get to the news that matters?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, this is the news that matters. Yes, this is the news that matters. Holy shit.
Wow. Okay, let me tell you about this 50-year-old woman. Boy, is she a pathetic loser. Cheer team in high school.
What a loser.
Yeah, I know. Well, this girls' cheer team was going to go up against their rivals. I don't know, what is a cheer match, or they're going to do a cheer off or something. So this mom's like, man, this rival team, they're really good. Like, they got some girls that are hella good cheerleaders. So she's like, I'm going to take this in my own hands because I know my daughter isn't good enough to take care of it herself.
Mm-hmm.
So this mom, Rafaela, decides to create some deep fake photos and videos of the girls on the rival team doing things like drinking and vaping, and even pictures of them naked.
Okay.
And
now it went way too far. It went for like, all right, now we're doing some kind of dirty political type stuff, but now it went into like Jared from Subway type stuff real quick.
It did. And it gets worse. Like, I hate this story because, like, she goes on to try to convince the girls to kill themselves. Like, this mom is out of her fucking mind.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Wow.
So she sends them to the coaches, like the other team's coach, going, "Hey, did you know this is going on?"
Awful.
Trying to get
Ass
them
trash
kicked up.
booty cheeks.
The worst kind of booty cheeks. So the police get contacted. The coaches are like, "Okay, this lady's insane, and these aren't even that good of Photoshop jobs." Quite clearly.
They sent in the police and the Photoshop police at the same time.
It's like, was this on Microsoft Paint?
Yeah, this is the worst. Come on.
So she got arrested for cyber harassment of a child and other charges.
That's got to be as bad as like pedophilia, right? Cyber harassment of a child and you're an adult. Like, I got to think, you go to prison and they find out what you're in for. That's got to be like right up there with like the pedos of like the worst criminals.
Yeah. Dude,
Essentially you're bullied on the internet and you're an adult. What are you doing?
How do you get to that point of, no offense to cheerleading, but how do you care so much about that? Like fucking doing their little be aggressive got on the side of the basketball court. Like,
yeah.
What?
I don't know. I saw the movie Bring It On and it ended in a drive-by shooting. No, I'm kidding. I never saw Bring It On, but it gets heated, bro. It gets heated. No, I have no idea. But this would make for a better movie than Bring It On. Like where a mom gets obsessed and starts like, ruining children's lives. This is an M. Night Shyamalan movie you just described.
For real. And look at this lady. Talk about a horror movie. This lady, you just want to commit a homicide on her.
Jesus
at her even.
Christ. What are you talking about?
Dude. After hearing what she did, it's like, then you put the face to the crime and hate her even more.
Dude, is she ugly? She's got to be like living vicariously through her daughter, kind of a thing.
Yeah, she's all made up. She looks like a freaking doll, but gross. Ugh. Yeah, you got to see this photo. It's ass, booty cheek.
Ugh, awful. Ass trash booty cheeks.
Gross. No, thanks. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm
Where
finished.
Was that? Can I guess the state? Do you know what state that's in?
I do, yes.
All right. Can I guess the state?
Yep.
It should be a segment on the show from now on. Guess the state. I'm going to guess. This is a no doubt, no brainer happening in the South because they give a shit about this kind of thing. So we're going from Texas over to the Carolinas. I'm going to go with, you know what? This is the kind of woman who puts her kid in pageants when they're children, and that's fucking creepy. I'm going to go with Arkansas is jumping out at me. Arkansas. But I'm going to go with a little bit bigger, and I'm going to go with Louisiana.
Oh. You were like, you're on the right half of the country, but it's not that south. It's more up in your neck of the woods.
West Virginia.
Nope.
Indiana.
Really zeroing in, though.
Indiana.
Nope.
Fuck.
East
of Ohio? Pennsylvania?
Bingo.
Oh, man. That saddens
It took
me.
place in Yeah, Chalfont, Pennsylvania.
I knew it had to be a small town. See, big cities, they don't have time for this shit. They're like, yeah, go do cheer. Fucking whatever. I got to go do my 9th job. I got to go work constantly so I can pay these GD bills all the time. Fucking rent so high. God damn it. Train broke down. You know, that's what they're thinking. No time to fucking sit here and sweat.
Nah.
Where is it? Is it
Chalfont? I don't know where that is.
How do I spell that?
Chalfont.
Chalfont.
Population 4,000. Yeah.
Chalfont, Pennsylvania. Let me just see. It's got to be. I was thinking it's Western PA, but no, it's Eastern. It's over by Philly. It's like a fucking suburb of Philly. God. Oh God. Yeah, it's a burb of Philly.
Yeah.
See, if she was in the city, she'd be she wouldn't be concerned about this shit. All right. Well, there you go. That's it for the show. I'm not even gonna do mine. Didn't realize Killer Mike was so awesome. Love Run the Jewels. There you go. Ryan, he is awesome. He's talking about saving cash. He's talking about saving money, all kinds of stuff. And basically, when you compliment Killer Mike for being so cool, you're saying that I'm super cool too. So I really appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you.
I don't know that that's the case.
I mean, that's exactly what he's saying. So I don't know why you would get confused about that.
Boy, you just get to get away with anything on this show, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Big host to say whatever you want. Okay. All right. Whatever. I just think it's kind of phony.
I mean,
to be honest.
The title of today's episode is Killer Mike and I are basically the same person. That's the title of the episode.
That's what I'm saying though. That's like what I'm describing. You wrote that about yourself.
I didn't just write it. Everybody agrees with me on that. I mean, that's what people are basically saying. I mean, when Ryan says, Killer Mike is awesome, he's saying, Sparks, you're just like him and you have as much street cred. You bleed cool like Killer Mike does. So I was like, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. That does not make me a bad guy. So thank you very much. I can't wait to go on tour with Killer Mike, and we'll do like it'll be like a comedy / rap / financial thing, little seminar.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if those guys would even like let you be their just cleanup guy in the freaking bus.
I mean, I don't think,
you know what I mean?
I don't think they would want me to be. I think they want me to be part of the group and like hang with LP, Killer Mike, and Zach. So, I mean, I just want to be a part of that. I just want to be friends. Follow this non-financial advisor on all social media. It's at Pike Taylor Radio. He's a great dude. That was the longest blink I've ever seen from a human being in my life. It was incredible. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media. Shout out to Killer Mike. Thank you for letting me rip your video for today. I don't think you're aware I did it. Please don't sue. But there you go. That's it. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend. Thumbs up, like, bells. Reviews over on Apple.
Bing bong. Give us a Yelp review.
I don't think you know what would be great? We got to get some more. We got to get some more reviews over on Apple Podcasts. We should set up a target goal for getting some reviews up on that thing.
Okay.
We got 52 ratings up on Apple Podcasts. I mean, can we get to 60? Should we shoot for 60?
Sure. That's a hell of a number.
Can we go for 8 more reviews? That'd be great. How about this? Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. We'll read your review here on the show. It doesn't matter how many stars, 1 or 5. It matters. Give us 5 stars, but then comment whatever you want as a review, and we'll read it as on the show. That'll be fun. So that'd be good. That's it for us. We're out of here. Any last words, Pike?
Well, no.
Show's over, motherfuckers. Now get out of here.